Isolation Nation. It's wonderful being here with you at Mutual of Social Distancing Social Club. Have you thought about distancing yourself while being close to people? If so, could I talk you into subscribing or just joining for free and enjoy watching? Could I talk you into watching Distancing Social Club? Well, if so, do I have the thing for you? It's this show, the Social Distancing Social Club that you're already watching. Look, I'm a salesman with 100% track record. I like it when you can hear our technicians typing away hard at the keys and process all of your orders. And that's the beautiful part about it. We work around the clock here at SDSC to bring to you puns, games, insults, jokes, comedians, vintage ladies, hot dogs, bread, eggs, cheese. Got it all.
Bread.
And we also have a ginger man who used to be a ginger kid, and he's the second leg of a four-legged tripod that makes up the quarantine. Please give all of your attention and welcome to Steve Hofstetter, everybody.
Oh, hello. Oh, wait, did I already do it? Oh, fuck. About the other copy.
Hey!
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the Jay Leno bit. That took
You
me
said that yesterday.
Did that yesterday.
I know, it was throwing you off. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, misdirection. Welcome to the show. If you want to support the show, you can do so. You can do so at our Venmo, top right of the screen. Of course, our PayPal is sdscshow.com, or you can super chat us on our YouTube, Facebook stars, Twitter super hearts, all that stuff. Mail us a check, whatever it is that you want to do. We appreciate your support of the show. And speaking of supporting the show, one of our the other legs of the four-legged, three-legged, two-legged, one-legged tripod. Please welcome Mr. Chris Bowers, everybody. Chris Bowers.
Hey, what's up? You know, Ben, I always have this fear when you start that you're just gonna do that rambling preamble for like the whole show. Like I think that would be actually be one of those things where like it'd be bad for like maybe 15 minutes, and then every 10 minutes after that it'd be funnier and funnier and funnier until we just never introduced anybody else and you just talked for an hour. I think that would be really
Tomorrow's show, you got it, bud.
I am so happy we are off tomorrow.
I just said if we ever, God forbid, ever stop doing the show, that'll be our last show. It's just Ben introduces and just talks till everyone just leaves.
Well, I've started doing high live broadcasts called Leaf It to Gleeber on my socials, and that's what this is. That's exactly what you're describing. Is me rambling, not making a ton of sense and never ending sentence.
I've also started to have trouble sleeping with nightmares, and that's also what you're describing. So it's...
I once went to a DMX. I went to a DMX concert, and he played all his hits. He went to all. Well, this is like 3 years ago. He played all his hits first, which I thought was impressive. And then, well, first of all, he didn't start till like 11:45. He was supposed to go on at 9, so that was bullshit. But once he did start, he played his 3 big hits first, and then did Christian rap until, I'm not kidding you, it was me, Chrissy, and 2 other people were left, just because I wanted to see how long it would take for everyone to leave.
That is, there's so many amazing things about that. One of those amazing things is that people waited almost 3 hours for DMX to start to begin with. Like, that is...
Well, and he was playing other better rappers in between. Like, he had an opening act and then an hour and a half of nothing where he played like Snoop and like Dre and Eminem. And I'm like, that'd be like me playing an entire Bill Burr special before I did my stupid comedy. That doesn't make any fucking sense. You're playing people better than you before you go on. That's not what openers are for, you dummy.
I didn't know he had become a Christian rapper, but pre that information, I feel like DMX is like a perfect rapper to be like kind of your idol, I feel like.
He's also, by the way, what a perfect...
He's going to give it to me?
What a perfect rapper to have a Christmas album. DMXmas? It's perfect.
Maybe that's what he's working towards. Anyway, Rachel's here. Let's introduce Rachel before we get too much into this DMX. Do you like DMX, Rachel? Where do you come in on the DMX?
Green.
Run back to the chair. We'll try to go get ice cream. I was hungry.
Oh shit! Sorry.
And then I didn't make it.
If you want time to get ice cream, I won't tell the full story, but I once played pool against DMX when I was still in college. It was very, very weird. I was still in college.
You wait no time.
I played pool against DMX. So I gave away, like, the first game I was beating him, and I lost last second.
Is this when you used to go around and open you just played the first pool game of every I'm trying to make a first pitch joke and I can't get there. I'm sorry.
No. Bowers, you tell the story so much better than I do. You go
I
ahead.
fucked it up. My bad. I was making a joke about throwing out first pitches and whether you're going to throw out the first.
I know.
It didn't work. I'm sorry.
It was
bad.
just I was in a bar and I put a quarter down to reserve the next game, and my buddy goes, "Hey, is that DMX?" And I say, "You're just saying that because his friend's wearing a Rough Riders shirt." My buddy goes, "Who are the Rough Riders?" And I was like, "Oh fuck, that's probably DMX." So he introduced himself to me as X, and we're like, "Oh shit, this is actually DMX." And so I played him. I gave away the first game, like I was beating him, and then I had a sloppy shot on the 8-ball, ended up losing. So he started calling me Thanks. He was like, you gave away that game, so your new name is Thanks. So then we played again as a rematch, and then I beat him that game. And then instead of the fucking rubber match, someone else was like, "Oh, I called next," so I had to play some other asshole. Then the bar closed. I never got to find out who's a better pool player, me or DMX. But I will say 2 things. 1, he signed an autograph to me at the end, and he said 2 thanks, which I appreciated. And also, he drove away in an Escalade listening to his own music. And that was my favorite part.
Fan of that. Huge fan of that.
That's like when I met R. Kelly and I said to him, "I love the remix to Ignition. And it's my favorite party album." He looks at me and he goes, "Mine too."
Nice. All right. Well,
Yeah,
So did you beat the guy?
Let me go on the record, since this is 2020. Telling a story about meeting someone doesn't mean you endorse their abhorrent behavior. God darn.
That's not what I thought was happening. Yeah, that's.
2 of the 4 faces in this block were like, "Uh-oh, he mentioned R. Kelly."
No, my face was, "Oh, he likes that music?" So anyway.
Remix
great
to
song.
Ignition, such a
Great
good
song.
song. Oh.
I never enjoyed his music or him as a person. But that said, I did beat the guy who was waiting, but he was so bad he didn't get a single ball in, which made the game take fucking forever.
That's very annoying.
Yeah, and he thought, because he said, I was like, "Hey man, I know you called next, but I beat DMX in the last game. That means you have to play me, not DMX." He's like, "Yeah, but if I beat you, I get to play him." I'm like, "First of all, this is not like a weird tournament. And also, you're the worst pool player I've ever seen." So it was unfortunate, but I still got to see DMX listening to his own stuff.
I have an oddly similar story. I one time, I'm obsessed with playing ping pong and pride myself on how good I am at ping pong and will challenge anybody. And one time I was at a ping pong place with a ping pong table, and I see a little kid, like 5 years old, playing with Drake. And I knew, because I followed Drake, that he is all about his ping pong skills, like to the level, like rapper level of like posting videos of him smashing on people and golden paddles. So I'm like, I'm challenging Drake. So I had to wait like 10 hours until this kid finished knocking the ball over. And I played Drake and I beat him pretty bad, like 21-16. And Drake was like, "Can we run it back?" Oh, but I had point against him, and Drake pulled this move. After Drake hits the ball into the net, and to lose the game, he goes, "Are we playing can't lose on serve?" I'm like, "Sure, Drake, we can do that." Go beat him, rematch, beat him again. Back
Is
to
this
back.
a name dropping episode? What are we doing right now?
Yep.
No,
Yep.
I just think it's great.
One time I thumb wrestled LL Cool J, and that was super fun.
Wait,
Really?
Before we go into that, I just want to point out.
No, I'm kidding.
I think it's great that Ben let that kid at least finish his Make-A-Wish before challenging.
I'm like, get out of here, kid.
Yeah.
Also, people that call out name dropping during fun name dropping stories just don't have any good name dropping stories. That's all
Not
that.
many stories.
That's
Just
true.
want to contribute.
Because Rachel's all her stories. Like one time I was talking to Ben Glebe, and it doesn't have quite the same ring as
Oh
Drake.
no, that's ridiculous. Rachel's like, "One time I was talking to Boone Gleb," and we're like, "Hey, who's what?"
Somehow, Bowers made fun of both of us with that Rachel insult. That was well done. Really great.
Rachel's most famous person she knows is Ben. You're like, oh fuck, yeah, that's a double burn. We did have a fun overnight game. We had a fun overnight game. It was pranks, SDSC pranks. How would you prank somebody? One of the fans or one of us? So August Walsh had Ben buy Steve a round trip ticket to Hawaii this December on Air Canada. I like that. Lola had telling Ben SDSC starts 30 minutes earlier to trick him into showing up for sound check. We tried that. It does not work. He sees the flyers. We'd have to fake a flyer. It's a whole thing. But my favorite was Beryl had replaced all Ben's filters Ben's filters with faces of Ben. How fun would that be if you tried to be a cat and it was just dumb you again? Oh my God, that'd be the best. I like that one a lot.
I also liked Tam had stitched down all the pocket liners of Barris' jacket so he can't pull them out.
Solid. That's solid. I think that's a fun idea. I like a lot of these jokes, and the overnight game is always fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Not more of him.
Oh no! Oh no!
Make it stop.
Steve, do we have a game for today? What's today's game? Speaking of Ben.
Today's game is a Ben game. Ladies and gentlemen, today's game is Pun Ben's Name, like we did with mine last week. Basically, the way it works is we just make a pun for Ben's name. So,
Well, it's Go ahead, Steve. Sorry.
That's
no,
really
you tell the story better.
So the first pitch, and then that relates to billiards.
So, if you were to pun Ben's name, like let's say Ben were to write things down, he would be Pengleep. Or Ben were to get really into crystals, he'd be Zengleep. So anything like that, you could do it with his first name, his last name, however you want to do it. The way to
if he ever got asked to do an encore, he'd be again Glebe.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or if it was,
Notice I said if he ever got, not that he did.
Oh damn! You're really coming for Ben today.
you'd
Leave him
think when
alone.
You'd think when you wear your preacher robes, you'd be nicer.
Hey, don't mock him. That's actually from the set of Holy Man. Now we're credits dropping. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to submit, the way you do so is you can comment on any of our feeds and we might read it. But if you want to submit and have a much better chance of reading it and be entered into the contest to win all of our fabulous prizes, you can do so by submitting on any of our feeds with a Venmo, a PayPal, or a Super Chat of at least $5, and you'll be entered to win the contest.
That's a fact. Should we say hello to our video front row, the lifeblood of our show?
I think we should. Let's do it.
Hello. Turn your cameras on. Join the party. We've got Tam Brown. We've got Sarah Ehrlich. Sean Ehrlich.
Sarah?
It just moved. The box moved right as I was reading, and it was covered by the tech box. Taylor was typing some shit. I blame Taylor. August Wallace, John Ehrlich again. Abby Gosnell is here. Jessica Keibel is here. Host of Street Smarts, Frank Notaro, out of retirement, and Zara Bending with her camera off, but her name is here, even though I'm confused by that. Is there a reveal happening?
There she
Oh, there she is. Oh,
She's
got
at
her
my
own
house.
She's got her own blanket.
She's over there.
Love that.
Girl.
Hi, baby.
Love it.
Good to see you.
I got your care package today, by the way, Zara. Thank you so much. You are so sweet. She sent me incredible
Okay.
stuff. Incredible stuff. A kangaroo, homemade candles, Australian snacks. It was really very touching.
Well, she sent me these Australian cookies, 4
Yep.
boxes of these Australian cookies, which are really good. And then the next day, she sent me a recipe how to turn them into ice cream. I'm like, you think any of those cookies are left? It's been 12 hours, motherfucker. You can't send me cookies. Wait 12 hours to send me a recipe. That's not going to happen. Them cookies been gone for a day.
She gave me the same recipe, and then she said, you can turn this into ice cream by doing this. You beat cream into a bowl, and for 12 hours, or then she goes, or just put it in vanilla ice cream. I'm like, yeah, that's the move.
Yeah, she's like, here's how Australians do it, and here's how Americans do it. They just crunch it up into fucking ice cream they already have because they're lazy fucks. I get it. We also have two amazing comics, both returning champs, both people love them. And I love them. First, we have Mary Santora's here. Mary, how are you?
Woo.
Hello, Mary.
Can't hear you yet. What?
It's cutting out a little bit, but you're there.
Weird.
You want me to try it
No, that's probably better.
better?
You want to finish your job as an air traffic controller first, or you just cut off shift?
My
By the way,
the shitty ones that came with your fucking phone. I don't know where they went. I have no idea. Nobody's stealing those. So like I lost them somewhere. I don't know.
Mary, we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Just if you get a chance, if you could send me a subscription to Time Life, I would really appreciate that.
Listen, I either looked like I was gonna land your plane or talk you off the edge of suicide. That was the headset.
Nice.
If my
Go
plane
with
was
your
Air
strength.
Canada, you'd have to do both. That's obviously just a joke. We wouldn't be in the air in the first place. Anyway.
We also have Mike Paramore is back. Hello, Mike. How are you?
People, what's going on? I'm gonna be honest. I drank just enough to be real nice at 8 o'clock, but I didn't realize I won't be doing my set till later. So I'm gonna be drunk by the time I do my set.
Hey.
Just heads up.
You're speaking my language, brother. I appreciate it. That's how I do it too. All right.
Also, Bowers, if I can just quickly say, in case any of you are trying to find where Mike is, there's a lamp to his right.
Well, see, he moved the samurai swords above his bed. I don't know if we noticed that, but he's now samurai swords above his bed, which I think, that's a money back guarantee right there. I mean, you're guaranteed it's going to be good if you put swords above your bed,
It's much
right?
easier to get girls to leave when you have weapons.
And he's definitely
Jesus,
not
Mike.
in California, right? Because of an earthquake.
Yeah.
God damn.
Clearly he's not California, because that was the first thing I thought too, Rachel. Samurai swords over your bed. You get a 4.2 and all of a sudden you're sliced into little child-sized hot dog bits.
You get a car backfiring in front of your house, you're sliced into a little child-sized hot dog bit. Like, that is a dangerous place to put weaponry.
Yeah, obviously you're not shaking a headboard if you got swords on it. That's fucking
Yeah.
not cool.
That is,
I just don't mind the risk. That's all.
The
Hey, you wanna
swords
fuck
are
on-
in protection, though. They're not just
But Mike's
open
not.
swords.
But Mike's not.
That's
Mike
right.
doesn't Mike doesn't have protection. We know that. So
I knew somebody was gonna come. As soon as she said protection in my bed, I knew somebody. Fucking Bowers.
those swords have all gone on record that it feels better when they are not sheathed, just so you know.
We're all adults here. Come on.
Was that a murder joke or a sex joke?
that was a sex joke. That was a
It was
condom
a
joke.
sex joke as far as I know, but I could be wrong.
Remember, Ben, I'm not going to tell that story. All right.
What story?
I remember we drove around Indianapolis looking for a specific kind of condom when you were in town, and I'm like, I don't know where to get condoms. I don't wear condoms. There was only one brand. You're like, how do you not have like other? I'm like, we just have lifestyles. I think I don't know. It was just we had one shitty brand of condoms. You were upset. We had to go to a couple different places.
Way to let
Seven,
everybody
8 years
know
ago.
that.
This is 8 years ago before the current relationship you're in.
Do
So
you
Way to
remember
let
what
everybody
brand it
know
was?
that-
Do you remember what brand it was?
I think we only had the lifestyles, which you thought were terrible. So you wanted a different kind of better brand because lifestyles break. Apparently, I don't know. I've never worn.
Those
condoms,
are the
so I
ones
don't
they
know,
like give you for free at the doctor's office. Like, they're like, just take them. We don't even want them.
but- Yeah, that's why Ben didn't.
Bowers is leaving out
Terrible.
a very key detail from the story that would really flip a common perception narrative on this show. But fine, Bowers, whatever. I'm not going to say it myself.
That's a
What's the-
way to
what-
let
what-
everybody know that Ben has a bougie penis.
Ben was trying to infer that they were looking for Magnum condoms. Is that what you're trying to infer?
You be the judge. You be the judge. You know what
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean?
judging that no. I was the judge.
Well, they only had the standard magnums. He wanted the magnums that are the extra small magnums that they don't make very often. He likes the Magnum brand and the way they feel, but they're too big and they fall off. I want to get into the whole thing, Ben. I was trying to like protect your feelings.
It's
but
like,
that's-
well, we only have Magnums. Oh, you don't have any of the snub nose? You don't have the
That's okay. The only woman that Bowers can please sexually is a 3-inch tall vintage woman. Okay, just so you know.
I can fit her in my whole mouth. All right.
All right, let's get to some tips.
Let's get some tips and we'll get some comedy. Let's go.
All right.
Speaking of
Can't
condoms,
wait
let's
till
get
the
to some
comedy
tips.
starts.
We had Viprim donate to the show $3. Shout out to Ben. I bought a cameo this morning.
Oh, thank you very
nice.
much. I will
Of
do
who?
that just before the deadline.
Oh, of Ben?
Yeah,
He's just
thank
bragging. I thought he was name dropping again.
And then we
Possible
had
for it to be not mutually exclusive, Bowers, despite what you think. Any more great stories about late night pharmacy runs?
No, I liked your confidence because it was like Thursday at 3 p.m. You're like, I'm gonna need condoms for this weekend. I'm like, fuck, I guess let's go get them, dude. I'm impressed with your confidence.
Yeah, and actually, Bowers really wanted to make that run because he figured, while he was at the drugstore, he could pick up some aluminum foil to make that jacket. So it worked out.
Yep. And
We were
also the
actually
whole
looking for,
reason.
we were looking for lottery tickets actually. But the Powerball was like at $1 billion or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
We went and looked for lottery tickets. We had to go to Ben was very superstitious. We went to like 8 different places to buy lottery tickets.
By the way, you two buying condoms at 3 p.m. on a Thursday is you looking for lottery tickets.
Also, the
I
whole reason,
disagree.
obviously-
I feel like the way that Bowers looks combined with his confidence, he has to have a big dick. Like he has to.
No, it's actually no, it's terrible. It's awful. It's. I'm glad I've never wanted to show it to anybody. The only look, I don't want anybody to see it, which is saving my life. That's the reason that I'm like it's.
That's why Bowers asked them to marry him before they see it.
Yeah, no, it's. I've always said I have a 5th date dick, right? We're gonna have sex on the 3rd date, but I have the lights on. You're not ready to see that yet. I need you to be a lot more in love with me before you see my dick.
I've always said, those are the words you just said before that. I have always said, this is what is going to be on his tombstone. This is his motto. It's on his family crest. His family crest is just 2 dicks with the lights off. Like that's what it is.
Frank Notaro put in the chat, soft confession, overload. Let me just say the whole reason we're telling the story, of course, is to encourage all of you to be safe and use protection.
Yes, in fact,
Save us.
we want you to be so safe that even when you aren't sure if you're going to have sex, get protection. Just to be safe, even when it's a long shot, even when you might have to hold those for later. Still get them just to be sure.
One of my favorites, my buddy Joey, one time we went to get ice. We were going to the pool, and so I'm just in the swim trunks and whatever. I get 2 bags of ice, and he just went with me for whatever reason. And he reaches behind me and kind of comes under my shoulder, and he drops a 5-hour energy and a box of Magnum condoms on the counter of the gas station. There's a big line, and he goes, "Get these too, babe." And then he walked out of the gas station. I'm like, yeah. Because now I know the gas station lady's like, "What's the ice for?" Which I think would be funny.
Everyone knows what the ice was for. Did you use the whole bag, Bowers?
It's to
Would it
make
make it
snow
smaller?
cones.
Make it smaller so it fit in the Magnum. Is that what it was? All right.
All right.
caught up.
We also had Woody Gallagher, great last name, $5 for the show. Thanks to Nowhere Comedy Club for providing free tickets to healthcare workers. I requested a copy with my hospital badge for Steve's show tomorrow.
Awesome. Very cool.
Love that. I also love how after that whole conversation we just had, the guy's name is Woody Gallagher. Rachel's like, love the last name.
Is her last name.
I'm aware of that. What her last name is. I don't think her last name is Rachel, first name Queen. I'm just saying there was another point to be made there.
Are we caught up, Rachel?
We are.
All right. We're going to go to our first comic. She's a returning champion. We love her very much. Give her the very funny Mary Santora. Let me hear you. Woo!
Hey, what's going on? Can I tell a name dropping story? Do you want me to do that before or after my set?
Yes.
Go for it.
I can do that.
Yes.
It's really quick. Okay, so the only time I've ever missed a comedy club set, I was supposed to be at Hilarities in Cleveland, and I had done an event with Dennis Rodman the night before. And we woke up to go to brunch the next day, and somehow we ended up doing Jaeger bombs at a yacht club at like 9 a.m. And that is the only time I have ever missed a set. And the same day I found out that Cleveland had yacht clubs. So it was a big day. I'm having a quarantine, you guys. I'm having a sober quarantine. I don't know if anybody else isn't a drinker, but think about how bad your isolation sucks, and then I want you to take the booze out of it. That is, boy, is that rough, man. I knew that I was a true alcoholic, not because I started drinking again in quarantine, but when we were allowed out again, when I would use hand sanitizer, my mouth would water. Walking out of the grocery store, you put your hand under the thing, you're like, fuck, I do miss 151. Oh my God. Hey. I got so bored during quarantine because I was building House of Cards. I was doing everything that I could do to try to find out anything. I had to Google sober activities, and one of the things that popped up on Google was paddleboarding. Like, yeah, it's socially distant. It's great for you. Which really, Google was just saying, you don't drink. I don't know. Go stand on the river alone. I don't know what you want from us. I have other sober friends who are like, you talk so negatively about sobriety. You make it sound like it's so boring, blah, blah. I'm like, it's not that I don't like sobriety. Like, I feel like I look at my sobriety the same way a lot of parents look at their children. You know, like just because it's the best thing that's ever happened to me doesn't mean that every day isn't a fucking nightmare. It is. I love it. I look at it like something that's like, oh my God, you changed my life. You've given me so much growth as a human being. I wish I could have my old 20s back. Jesus Christ. I did start, I liked one thing that I did that I liked is that, you know how moms, like when they're super proud, they got their infants or their newborns and they'll post those little like boards, kind of like the board that Ben has behind his shoulder where it says like, Aiden is 3 months old. She loves smiling, daddy, and taking naps. I started doing that with my sobriety. It was the best thing. I would just be like, my sobriety is 3 months old. Okay. It loves crying in public, everyone's daddies, and blaming others for the past. I did become a plant mom in quarantine. That was a fun thing. I went out and bought some plants. As soon as I walked into the plant store, I was kind of just walking around, and the sales dude approached me, and he looks and he was like, "Oh, hard to kill." I was like, "Excuse me?" He was like, "Are you looking for plants that are hard to kill?" How did you like? What about me? He just looked and he's like, "She needs something in her life that's living that she only has to take care of once a month, you know?" Like a mom that pays child support. People get weird when I say that. Have you seen a mom that pays child support? People get weird because it's not supposed to go that way. And I understand that, all right? I've seen moms that are so bad they would make a Republican liberal. Have you ever seen one of those? Just driving in the car, all the windows up, going 25 miles per hour over, smoking, kids in the back seat. That'll take a grown 65-year-old man just look and be like, you know what, man, maybe it should be a choice. Like, maybe it should. I did start dating somebody recently, which is I've been single for 3.5 years. So adjusting to being in a relationship again is super weird. He's a single dad, which I would highly recommend to any women if you're dating, go for a single dad. Because the dick is so good, you see why they left it in. I promise you that. We're just like, I don't give a shit. Just fucking don't stop what you're doing. There's perks. There's other perks. Like if you pass out at a regular dude's house, a guy with no kids, you pass out at his house, you might wake up. He'll be, I don't know, playing video games or some bullshit. You pass out at a single dad's house, you're waking up with a French braid in your hair. Your toenails are painted. You're like, this is incredible. How did you fishtail it? That is wonderful. I don't want kids of my own. I never have, and he's on board with that. And we had that conversation where I'm like, he has kind of changed my thinking about it, though. Like, now I've always been like, I don't want kids, I don't want kids, I don't want kids. And now I'm kind of like, maybe kids are like sandwiches, you know? Like, maybe it's better when someone else makes it for you. That's my time, guys. Thank you so much, Mary Santora.
Mary Santora.
Mary
Yes.
Santora, everybody. Mary Santora. Tip jar is open as always. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com, or of course you can super chat. Couple things, Mary. First of all, there is a Cleveland Yacht Club. Their slogan is "We provide a great view of the burning river." You are right that sobriety is a lot like kids because both often happen after several blackouts. And also, I really enjoy that you told us that you woke up with Dennis Rodman and then was late for stuff.
I didn't say I woke up with him. I said I had an event with him the night before and everyone went to brunch.
You
I
said
would
we
fuck
woke up.
Dennis
Now,
Rodman.
Mary, in Steve's defense, Mary, you did say
That's
we woke
not
up and
what
went and did
you
Jaeger bombs.
Oh,
I
did I say
assumed
that?
that
I
was with
swear to
Dennis
God.
Rodman.
No. I didn't fuck Dennis Rodman. I need to make that incredibly
Oh,
clear.
I just thought it explained your sobriety. Like I thought you just looked over and you were
Absolutely
just
no
like
way.
not even pipping. All right, I'm out.
And
Some of the
when she got
piercings
done
that
with that story,
transferred.
when she got done with that story, I was like, "There's no way she didn't fuck Dennis Rodman."
More faith in Mary than that, but it was a weird way to phrase it. You were like,
I
"We
didn't even
woke
think. Oh
up."
my God.
I was like, we woke
No.
up.
Are you kidding me? The dude's like 6'9". I'm 5'2".
Yeah.
That guy
I
would
love
destroy
how
me.
Mary
You wake up with a
started-
pierced eyebrow.
Ugh.
Love how
Nail
Mary
polish
started her
unmatched.
set by talking shit about me and Steve's name dropping stories, which was we randomly ran into a celebrity and played a quick sport with them. And then Mary's like, I fucked Rodman. What the fuck?
I don't think Mary fucked Rodman because if so, Mary fucked Dennis Rodman, she'd still be going to the chiropractor. That dude is a big guy.
You.
She's the Carmen Electra of Cleveland. It's amazing.
That is accurate. That is accurate.
I also love that you got a contact buzz from the hand sanitizer. That's fucking.
You like that?
That's what's put it in your mouth. You're like, shut up. You don't know me.
There's a pandemic. Let me be me.
Right.
Is this being recorded? Me and Mary are really good friends. I'm definitely gonna splice a piece of this to make it look like she fucked Rodman.
This fucking works. Don't give him access to this. I didn't. All right, whatever. You know what? Do whatever you want. Whatever.
I also like the idea that you're in the supermarket and you're just like, hey, do you guys have any more tongue sanitizer?
What proof is this?
Because I just blew Rodman, so I need some tongue sanitizer.
Ain't enough sanitizer in the world, Bowers.
Now my
how
tonsils are pierced.
Here's why I love this show, right? It's so ridiculous that Mary just had a magical, dope set, and all we can talk about is her fucking Rodman.
Not even fucking him. Like, that's the thing. Like, all we could talk about is that she said the words slightly wrong that could lead to a bit of an insinuation. And we're just like, okay, let's run with it. Let's pretend it happened, guys.
That being said, Mary, that nightmare joke, every day's a fucking nightmare, is one of my favorite jokes I've ever heard. That was fucking
Thank you.
unbelievable.
That
Such
is
a
only the
perfect
second
analogy.
time I've ever told it, so
Dude,
that felt
it's
good when
so-
you guys laughed as hard as you did.
Dude, it's so fucking good. And I know,
It's
I mean,
so brand new.
I could tell the enthusiasm in it, and it was so fucking great. And it's
Good.
the perfect analogy because it makes so much fucking sense.
Awesome.
Oh,
Thank
yes.
you. Thank you. Thank you. That always feels
Also-
so good when a new joke does well like that. Because I'm like, clearly I haven't tagged it with anything, but I'm like, this is a funny sentence. So we're going to roll with this. So I really do appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I mean, that's almost a closer, man. It's almost a closer. It's definitely an opener or
Okay.
a closer. It sets
For
the
sure,
tone. It's
thank
a
you.
really great joke. Rachel, what we got? We got tips
Wait,
coming
wait,
up?
just really
Oh, sorry,
quickly, if
bud.
it's okay with you, Mary, I would like to, going forward, tell the Rodman story like this, that Rodman fucked Bowers. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Hey,
See, now
We
here's
will-
the thing, Ben. That would only make sense if Bowers actually got booked at Hilarities, though. So
Harry, I'll have you know, Rodman did fuck Bowers, but it's only because they didn't cover the spread.
Well, they covered the spread, dude.
Oh, Ben, they
covered.
spread the covers. That's the difference.
Mhm.
They did both. They
yeah,
did both.
yeah. When Rodman disappeared for those couple days during the '98 finals, it was to come fuck me. That's what happened. Didn't put that in Last Dance because it was too embarrassing for him. But you know, whatever. Rachel, we got
Howard
coming in
was
on
very
We
proud
do.
of it.
All right. We've got Jessica tipped Mary $25 and said, Mary, I'm sober and I'm a parent. Not
Oh.
enough said.
Perfect. Thank you. You get it.
2 strikes.
We have Tam tipped $5. Mary, keep the booze, dump the kids. Got it. Peter Amsel, 7 Canadian.
Open
Mary,
Venmo.
some call it murder, others call it retroactive abortion.
By the way, Keep the Booze and Dump the Kids was actually the original name of the Casey Anthony Lifetime movie, but they decided to change it. It was too harsh.
On the nose.
And
Who has
they
a
changed it to
Casey
whatever.
Anthony
What was the last?
reference
What was
readily
the last
available?
one you just read, Rachel?
Some call it murder, others call it retroactive abortion.
Yeah, that's the new title of the Casey.
Yeah.
Anthony.
Actually changed to
abortion.
psycho yoga instructor, oddly enough. Sorry, Rachel, what else we got?
We've got Dana tipped Mary $25 and said, thanks. Favorite line? Blaming others for the past. Second favorite? Fucking Dennis Rodman.
Also, for those of you who are wondering, it is not name dropping when Steve mentions his movie Psycho Yoga Instructor because there were no names in it.
I'll have you know that Panos is very famous in Greece.
Well, you gotta love a movie that gets more views because Steve's in it. That's.
Oh God, I was stunt cast in it. That's all.
Zara, $7. Always amazing, Mary. Having been married to a single dad, my advice is to prepare yourself to want to break your sobriety at school recitals and holiday plays. There's a reason that I could only become sober 5 years post-divorce mid-pandemic.
Dang.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm not gonna have a kid, but if I did, I would not encourage any of his hobbies. I'm not going to watch any. He's telling me he was bad at shit. Now you suck at soccer, buddy. I'd take you, but you're terrible. Here, eat a pizza. We'll be fine. We're gonna
Also,
watch
Powers, luckily for him, if he was your son, he wouldn't have any hobbies.
Bowers, although Bowers,
So,
what if his hobby was something like you really enjoyed, like hot dogs? Like, what if he?
Oh, if I was Kobayashi's dad, I'd go every time. Yeah, for sure. I never even
His
thought
kid
that I could be
would have
Kobayashi's dad. Fuck, I can just have a kid and train him to be a competitive eater. That's what we do. Fuck, all right, and then there's a tax write-off.
Chrissy, get in here. We're T-squaring. Let's do this.
Except for that, your kid would have to remind you, like, Dad, I told you these are for the competition.
You know my fucking practice hot dogs again? God damn it! Leave my practice hot dogs alone.
Wait. So Zara's single?
Single dad.
Yeah, I'm single. I'm single. Hey.
Hide your blanket. We don't want Mike to know where you live.
Sad Rachel.
Oh shit. I'm in trouble.
Oh fuck!
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, what?
Zara
See,
does
I'm
not have a
sorry.
girlfriend, but we know one girl who'd be mad if she heard her say that.
Love that.
Quote Mitch Hedberg.
Love it.
I
I'm in the
love you
doghouse.
guys. I love Bowers. I love Ben. But the only reason I do this show is for Zara.
Just
Kiss
lovely
ass.
of you to not mention me or Rachel, Mike. It's
Yeah.
so glad to have you on the show.
The
It was
list
really
of threes.
pleasure.
You just didn't make it. It's the list of
No,
threes.
no, Mike, don't worry about it. You only won our scholarship. It's not like you have any reason to like me. I totally get it. It's fine. Enjoy
Rachel,
those
read the
samurai
tip.
swords.
Rachel,
I'm gonna come over to your house and I'm gonna loosen those swords. That's what I'm gonna do.
Because no
it
tips.
wasn't. It was three. I gotta do the comedy rules. Somebody had to be left out.
Sure. Well, I'm saying leave in the people that pay you and leave out me and Ben next time. That's all I'm saying.
Somebody had to be left out, and it's Mike when Zara and Rachel are together.
I get it.
Also, just because Mike won a scholarship doesn't mean he can't give honest compliments, okay?
Worst part is he spent the entire grand building on those fucking samurai swords. Oh wait.
And then the only reason that he used them was to cut off his sleeves.
That,
I like that you have the smaller one for the shirt sleeves than the bigger one for when it's like denim.
Yeah.
Also,
Listen,
there
it's a
were some
pandemic. We'll have
sleeves
time for
found
sleeves.
outside of a house in Chicago recently, so people are finally triangulating where you are.
it's the third time. That's the reason why you have me on, is to pinpoint my location.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's correct.
That's why you do it in a different room every time so we can't triangulate. You're fucking smart. Like, I get what you're doing.
And by the way, if you guys ever wonder why sometimes when Bowers gets quiet on the show, what he's thinking about, it's very obvious.
Yes.
More tips for Mary. Let's talk about that.
Is there a Bowers
Not
filter
Mike,
on your
Mary.
camera?
I
That's
like
awesome.
that.
By the way, yeah. Okay, just more tips. Let's go.
More tips from
Let's
Mary.
do more tips. Frank Notaro, $10. Mary, you're the best. Hashtag Rodman said so. Dave Adler, $5. Fuck. Mary killed.
Was there a comma there, or did you just do that on purpose?
No, there was a comma.
Okay.
Listen, I read it very well.
Also, a hilarious comment in the Zoom comment. Zara says, Bowers only motivates other people's kids?
Yes. Yeah, it's not as much as motivation as like, yeah, you're probably fine. Don't try too hard. That's really what
We also
Bowers is a
had,
demotivational speaker.
kind of.
James Massey, $5. Mary, bullseye on the parenting and sobriety. Great set.
Thank you.
And then Chris Capo, $10. Some child support money for your new plant children.
Nice.
Thank you.
We've got Sabrina Markley, $25. Cheers to the no kid life. Great set.
Thank you.
And then there was some generals. Matthew Plummer, $5. Fifth date Dick.
Thank you.
Pfeiffer, £5. I used to love Mitch Hedberg. I still do, but I used to too.
Nice.
Mitch joke.
Done.
And then Altair donated $5 to the show.
All right. Cool. We caught up?
Yep.
Do we want to just get to Mike and do this now?
Yeah,
I think we
let's
should.
do
Let's
this.
do it. All right. I've done some quick Googling, some thoughts. So coming up next, he lives at 10303 Sophia Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio, 44104. Get over from Mike Paramore, everybody. Mike Paramore.
People, I'm just now noticing that Queen Rachel has like a half dimple. That's incredible. Did everybody know that? Or is that creepy that I pointed it out?
Nice try to save to get some money and get some. Nice try.
I shot my shot. Listen, what am I gonna do? Just so everybody knows where my head is at right now. I accidentally used cherry chapstick today, and I'll be honest, I've been feeling kind of sexy all day. So I'm not sure why that affects my body like that, but I like it. Update on the last time I was here. I have discovered 3 types of ways kids fall when you trip them. 3 shows ago, callback people. Who does that? 3 shows. Number 1 is when you trip them real good and they fall immediately and slide a little bit. That's number 1. Number 2 is when you don't get them real good. They take 3 stumble steps, then fall. That's my personal favorite. I'm gonna be honest. The 3rd is when you get a little bit overzealous. You stick your leg out too early. They see it and run off. Then you have to decide how long you're gonna chase that kid, because it will snitch on you. 27 yards is my record. I'm an athlete. No kids left behind. I wish I could say that I have gotten used to the quarantine and I'm a better person, but I'm not. I thought I was a good person. Turns out I ain't shit. I steal now. And if you thought I always steal, you racist. It's not out of necessity. It's just out of patience. The lines are super long right now at the store. if it takes you longer to check me out than it does for me to realize this shit fit in my pocket, you lose. This is a race. You gotta hurry up. I'm out. Fuck that. I got these is cargo shorts, bitch. Move. Do it. I turns out I'm a lot creepier than I thought I was on accident. I'm not I don't do it on purpose. One of my favorite activities, I love to go sit on the balcony patios of restaurants and not order nothing, just chill. It turns out that if you tip really big after you do that, that's creepy as fuck. I thought I was doing a good deed, but apparently not. I've gotten addicted to being tested. CVS has banned me from the drive-through testing facility. My nostrils is raw as shit. My nostrils feel like Mary Santora's vagina the night after she met Rodman. I just made that up. I couldn't have wrote that down. It just happened. I last but not least, I've been super annoyed during this whole thing. I have a list of people that I would like to kill themselves. I apologize for the crudeness of this list. It's just something I need to get off my chest. The dude who is driving in his car by himself with your mask on, please kill yourself. Okay. The lady in Target with her mask on holding a baby that does not have a mask on, please kill yourself. The teenager with a mask on that keeps pulling it down every time you want to say something, that's not how the disease works. So, my friend Tony, who has, ever since this thing started, has been griping on us to protect ourselves. Dude, you have 9 kids. Please protect yourself. Y'all complaining, y'all should stay in. Bro, you should pull out. Nasty guy. Also, you should kill yourself. The person in Florida, kill yourself. All right, that's my time. Thank y'all very much.
Paramore, Mike Paramore. By the way, do not encourage people in Florida to kill themselves. They just have to wait for the virus. It'll get them. As always, you can tip top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com, or of course, you can super chat. All of Mike's tips will be donated to Rachel to heal her wounds. And also, I just want to point out that obviously Bowers was joking. That is not Mike's actual address. It is the address of a Pizza Hut in Cleveland, which is why Bowers knew it by heart.
You're not lying. It's a Casanos, but the same kind.
By the way, I love that the second Mike did that joke about Marion Rodman, she just shut her camera off. She was like, "Fuck
shit, she's got a jersey. She got a jersey. Oh shit!"
That's the equivalent of the Derek Jeter gift basket, but for Rodman.
I also love that the way that Mary is trying to get us to believe he didn't sleep with Rodman is to put his jersey on, turn around, and bend over.
You get it? That was like, here's the thing, is that I had this jersey hanging.
Hang on, you got. Wait. Something happened. Mary,
she's miming. She had this jersey, and then she's fucking him so good. And so then Robin's like, "Don't tell anybody about this, please. I'll be so embarrassed." And so then I was like, "Okay, I won't say anything." But I'm good friends with Mike Paramore. He's gonna know that it happened. And so
we've completely lost your audio, but we heard the part where Ben said.
Mary Libs. Let's play it. Who else wants to go next?
Yeah. What I also enjoy is that not only do
I
you
will
have
swipe
the
left on you,
jersey,
Ben. I will swipe left on you, Ben.
not only the jersey, she has the jersey in his size.
Can you hear me?
Now we can. Yeah.
Now you're back. Yes.
Okay, that's what I was saying is that we were super drunk that night, and I bet him. It doesn't matter. Sure, I fucked Rodman. It doesn't.
No.
matter.
I want to hear this story. This is the greatest story I've ever heard. What did you bet Rodman? So you bet Rodman what? He's like, I bet you can't fit your whole dick in me. He's like, I bet I can.
So funny to me. Here's what's so funny to me. Okay, so Mary had good enough sex to get a jersey, but not good enough sex to get one of the jerseys that matter. Like,
We didn't have sex. When I told this story, this is what I said when I was muted. I had the jersey to be like, see, I met him. I like hosted a party that he did an appearance at. And then I was like, oh yeah, I bet him, we were super drunk because we went to like 4 different appearances, and I bet him that he couldn't fit an entire piece of pizza in his mouth. And I said that if he lost, he had to give me the jersey he was wearing. And that's what this jersey was. And nobody's going to believe me anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Oh, I believe you.
Mary,
I mean, I don't believe it was pizza he fit in his mouth, but the rest of the story I'm totally in.
Mary, we absolutely believe you. Now, if you had made that bet with Bowers, you'd have owed him a jersey. But we have.
Now, also the story goes that he was at an event where he was wearing his jersey, and then also your way to prove you didn't sleep with somebody is to show that you have their clothing now.
Yep.
Mary, let me just say this. This story is fantastic. Bottoms up, girl.
No, we know they actually didn't fuck, because if they'd have fucked, he'd have signed it. So that's how we know it's not.
Right.
Also, I think it's really ridiculous. You guys keep saying that Mary fucked Dennis Rodman. I think that's very offensive. They made love.
Jessica Keibel puts in the chat, when did Vag start being called pizza?
Fit this whole pizza in your mouth. I like it. So great. Rachel, do you have any tips for Mike?
Why don't you put some sausage on this pizza?
I was hoping you were going to say no and just move on. Oh, shit, is that cherry lipstick or cherry chapstick?
Yep, I had some too, Mike.
Listen,
oh, shit.
We are kindred spirits. You better listen.
I kissed a queen and I liked it.
All right.
Taste her cherry chapstick. Anyway, I heard that whole song.
All right, we had, starting us out is Tam, $5. Mike, I'll mail more to your house. Then we had John tip Mike and Mary $5 each.
Nice.
So thanks for that. We had Razor tip Mike $5 and said, thanks for the new ringtones, the kill yourself list. We had Jess tip $25. I like how you checked over your shoulder for Mary after you told that joke.
You do live.
Well,
very
Bowers
close to
did
that.
give her Mike's address, so.
Ron Gould, $10 for Mike, $10 for Mary. Cleveland Comics, fuck the world. I mean, for the win. Dana, $25 for Mike. I love that you started with the kid tripping callback.
Nice.
Christopher Capo, $10. Best set yet, Mike. Be drunk every time, please. I love the list.
And Keibel killing me in the chat again Keibel goes, get a little buzz, we all look good.
Even Rodman.
Tasha Whitman, $2. I tip more, but I live in Florida, and I'm using the rest of my money to buy a bullet. No gun. I can't afford.
Don't do it.
Oh, now he says it.
Sure now, yeah, okay. These are comedy jokes. I just make things up. This isn't real. It's all bullshit. I get it.
Like, these aren't even real swords. By the way, I just
Mike,
picture you answering the door whenever you get a package, just holding the samurai sword. Like all your Amazon boxes just have one hole in the middle.
What's great is that
That's how I
address. Like,
picked them up.
I just Googled a Cleveland address, and this is a house for sale. Just to give you guys a sense of it. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, 3,800 square feet in Cleveland for $32,000. So maybe we just need to move to Cleveland. Maybe that's what happened.
Someone died in that house, for sure.
No,
It's in a
Steve,
floodplain, and it's FEMA approved. I don't know what that means, but that's not good.
Anytime you have FEMA in the description of the real estate, it's not a good idea. Sorry, Mary, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, not only did somebody die in that house, somebody is dead in that house. It's like
Probably his name is Bill, and Paramore just killed him.
Tony.
That's why "as is" in all caps under the house.
No refunds.
We also had Dave Adler, $5. Awesome set as usual, Mike. Need some safety clips for the sword so earthquakes and friends with 9 kids don't hurt anyone. We've got Zara tipping $7. Always a favorite, Mike. And yeah, all of Rachel is hella cute. She's seen all of these, so she
Listen,
knows.
with the prices of plane tickets right now,
By the
I
way,
can afford everybody to fly in.
I think Mike enjoys the idea of Zara and Rachel more than him and Zara. Like that was.
I am uncomfortable with how much Steve knows about me.
The only couple I'm into more than Zara and Rachel is Rodman and Mary. So, I guess.
Guys, it gets
I want to get a
worse.
sword.
Turns out,
Holy shit.
Okay, now.
Oh, shit!
Oh, no. What are you doing?
Sexy.
Oh, those
All
are
the way
sexy.
real.
They look
What
like
do you
they're
use
just
that
empty
for?
sheaths, but they're, well,
Authentic.
yeah.
Wouldn't it be
Chopsticks.
great if you saw Mike just like cutting a cucumber with that? Like that's what he's like chopping his vegetables with. Instead of a knife, that's just what he has. Spreading cream cheese on a bagel.
Look at Steve. Steve got a sword, too. That's fun.
Steve has a sword.
What the fuck?
God, why do you guys all have swords?
where the fuck is my sword? Where the fuck is my sword?
I
I gotta go.
My sword is actually a marine sword. Mike's is an eBay sword.
I actually,
Zara has a sword too.
have a sword. I mean, you don't have a sword?
Technically, it's a machete, but it's combat.
Holy fuck!
Oh
My
my God.
Wait, Zara, that's not a sword.
That's not a knife.
It's a sword, not
This is a
okay.
knife.
I've always wanted to say that to an Australian person. This is the best day of all time.
I see you played knifey spoony before.
I've
Does
never
that
been
work?
so
Does that count?
ashamed
Mike,
to be
Mike
old.
does this work, or do I need a sheath? Does that work? I mean, it fits in a.
Is that from the
By
kitchen?
the
Why
way,
is everything you have from
Powers,
the
hold
kitchen?
that up for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds about right, Steve. Yeah, that's about right.
Herring knife.
That makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense,
no, I
Powers.
get it. Yeah, I get it.
Why does everybody's sword fit their personality? Steve's sword is very Caucasian, and Bauer's sword is from the kitchen.
I felt left out. Let's catch up on some tips. So we had some generals. James Rendell, Forward Slip Productions, $5 for the show, and said I couldn't think of anything clever. We'll still take
Well,
it.
good luck with your production company then.
I found my sword, everybody. Allow me to unsheath it really quickly.
No.
Can I find Ben?
Not again.
Not again. All right. We also had Altair, $5. Getting left out is Steve's life story.
Dang.
Wow.
That's mean.
That's just mean.
That was mean.
A little unnecessary, but all right.
I mean, he
Have
wrote
you
a-
been burned?
I mean, he did write a whole book about it, so I mean, you know, it's
Yeah.
fair game, but
So it's literally his life story.
I mean, I think that's a little harsh to say that, you know, I'm constantly alone and I mean, legally I am. Like right now, like it's government mandated that I'm left out. Like that is
like in the book where it says thank you, it says thank you for not liking me, and it just lists all the people in his high school so he could write a book.
yeah.
I just wanna quickly tell that hilarious story from last night when Bowers and Rachel and I hung out. It was so much fun. Like a real blast.
Hey, wait, you guys hung out?
Yeah, we kept prank calling Steve. That's so funny. We kept prank calling Steve.
It was a blast.
We have caller ID now, so it doesn't work at all. And he's like, "Hey, what's up, Bowers?" You're like,
No,
"Ah,
I
fuck that.
gotta
It was a
say the prank calls kind of backfired. I was just happy to hear from a human, so you know it's kind of.
It was a wild night. We got drunk. We all fucked Rodman. And it was here's the twist. It was Rodman the comedian. So it really
Are you shaving your back hair with a sword, Mike? Is that what's going on?
He's trying to cut. He's trying to cut off the back of the shirt now.
I had an itch.
By the way, Rachel, how much came in with that tip?
I don't remember. I deleted it. I think it was $5.
$5. Okay, cool. I'm just trying to see because I was left out in high school for free, so at least I'm making money being left out now.
Perks of being a wallflower.
Yeah.
available now on DVD.
We also had Dana, $25. I forgot my general. Thanks for the Psycho episode.
Why would you say this is a Psycho episode when we're all talking about fucking Dennis Rodman and having swords? That's so weird. By the way, I own a thing that Ben doesn't have. That's crazy.
Right?
I was gonna say that. I was waiting for Ben's sword.
I would like to remind you I have a sword. I just don't know where it is because Carmel keeps making the place look nice.
Ben. Ben, you should check the sword box. It's under the sword box too.
I already checked the sword box.
It's in a stone in your front yard. It's in a stone in your front yard, Ben. Go check that out.
Yeah, if you could pull it out of the stone, that's how you become prop king.
Guys, I can't
For
find
president.
All right,
Rachel.
I'll finish up. So we had Tesha Whitman, $10 for Mary, and then $8 more for Mike because he talked me off the ledge.
Nice.
And because they thought that Mary was 25% funnier.
Hey,
Well, she already gave him 2, and she was saving 8 for the bullet, and then he talked her off the ledge, so she gave him the 8. So
That's
well.
not fair.
Ah,
I
stop
am
it. It's
not
better this way.
willing. I am not willing to fuck Rodman. That's not fair.
neither was I. Nobody said shit about consent.
God.
I'm kidding. I'm
Oh,
totally kidding.
fuck.
I'm totally
Oh,
kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Wow.
You
100%
need a
a
sword,
joke.
Mary.
100% joke. I didn't fuck Rodman. Nobody
I
fucked
heard-
anybody.
I heard that Mary had when they hung out that she had just been through a breakup, and y'all know how good Robin is at rebounds.
Wow, that's a good joke.
All right, and then the last general tip. Neil Senior's TV tipped both comics $5 and said both sets were great.
Awesome.
Butt sex was great.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, usually
was.
pretty good.
Random
We're
thing
caught
to
up.
say.
Are we ready? We're ready
I
for the
also
game
like
then?
the idea that Mary was espousing the virtues of having sex with a dad, and then she's like, and I could have sex with someone who has a bunch of kids with a bunch of different people.
Yeah. Better when your tunnel buddy is Carmen Electra. That makes it better.
Tunnel buddy. I've never heard that term. I love that. Tunnel
Mario. Yeah.
That is
Wah, wah, wah.
hilarious.
Wait, how's it look like? What's it look like again, Mary?
That's in Mario. He's like, dun, dun, dun.
I thought you were doing a pantomime about Rodman again. My bad.
No, he's the same size as me. This is the correct
Oh,
portion.
that's true. That's true. That's true.
Oh my God. That just reminded me of the most embarrassing sexual moment in my life.
Oh, please tell.
Oh my God. Not that I'm so great at it now, but in college, I would had no experience. And I finally was with this one girl who things were like about to go downtown to Chinatown, just even with my hand. Right. And I was like so nervous and I was talking too much. And so I, at first I tried to take off her shirt, and then eventually she's like, okay, take my shirt off. So I took her shirt off, and then her pants, and then eventually her underwear as well. And so I swear to God, I said to her, what is this, Super Mario Brothers? This is going in levels. And then it got way worse when I was about to put my finger someplace, and I swear to God, I said, let's see if this tunnel goes in. She literally goes, nope, hold her pants back up. She's like, let's hang out downstairs. I'm like, good plan.
By the way, Ben, I really thought you were going to say, she's like, take off my shirt. And so you took off her shirt, and she's like, take off my bra, and you took off her bra. And she's like, take off my pants. You took off her pants, and she's like, now don't ever wear those again.
I wasn't wearing her pants. Right. We know who wore the pants in that relationship, both of us. They're both hers, though. They're both.
I don't feel like that's not that bad of a story. That's a Confederate victory right there, man. You should be proud.
He actually has a statue in his front yard of a woman pulling her pants up.
And it was just torn down, ironically, last night.
Yeah, and that's the only thing that went down.
It's the only thing that went up and stayed that way. You know what I mean?
Well, Ben said he was nervous and talked too much, which makes me realize he's been trying to fuck us this whole time.
All right, we had a couple more things come in. Matthew Plummer tipped both comedians $5. And then we had Brandon Harold, $5 for the show. Steven, come to Champaign, Illinois, Virginia Theater. I've called your manager before, but you're still not here.
Hold on a second. I want to know if that person owns that theater, because otherwise, you calling my manager means nothing in that equation. Holy shit, they're very upset.
Sorry. Can I speak to your manager?
They were just like, fuck this. I thought,
Well,
yeah,
that. I think Steve's manager is himself. He just calls himself Mike. I think that's right. It's just
yeah, it'd be like, you've reached Mike. Oh, let me get Steve. Hello, this is Steve.
Yeah.
No, like seriously, I very much appreciate that. If you own the theater, please reach out. If you do not own the theater, please reach out to the theater. And also, cure COVID. Okay, thanks.
There we go.
And then we had a general from Zara. Ben, soft confession from me, and this isn't just to make you feel better. As a nerd, that dirty talk would have flooded my basement.
Wow. Only I knew you then, because it did not have that effect.
God,
you knew her then, she'd have been 12.
But they're just talking about Zara going, you flooded my basement, which is just fucking the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I will give all my tips to hear Zara say that.
Oh my God.
The show is this turned into.
Bet you would probably forfeit your tips, Mike, if you hear me say this next thing. I will tell you this: when I come, it does sound like this. Do 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 do.
Oh God, she flooded her basement.
What happened? As that girl was pulling her pants up, As that girl was pulling her pants up, Ben just goes, "Oh, so I guess the princess is in another castle?" Or
My line.
Nobody jumped on a turtle that night, I'll be honest with you.
Quit.
and got burned, and then he became the smaller Ben.
Yep. And my brother somehow did better than me and won the game. I don't know what happened.
Well, he played as Luigi, so.
All right, that was the joke I was making. We did it again. Bowers, explain it. Bowers, explain it. Bowers, please.
You see, in that joke, Ben's brother was Luigi because Mario's brother's name's Luigi. So I'm just saying that his brother fucked the girl in the.
I thought he was making a
wet
joke
basement.
about playing two-player. I misunderstood the joke.
That's why I have to explain them sometimes, Steve. All right, Rachel, are we caught up? Is it time for the game?
Yeah, let's do the game. So.
All
Wait,
right.
wait. Zara just pointed out that it's Chris Bowser. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So the game today is we're gonna pun Ben's name. We're gonna pun Ben. Rhyme and what did you call it, Bowers, earlier?
Rhyme and replace is what I'm calling it.
Rhyme and replace. I like that. I like it.
The way you said that so confident, quick, and proud. Rhyme and replace is what I'm calling it.
This
You
makes
could
sense.
only, Bowers, if
I think
you
it's a
could only,
perfect explanation.
if you could only intro any of the comedians with that sort of confidence, it'd be fucking great.
All right, I'm gonna read a couple of these. What just happened?
Bowers was just so
pictured
stone-faced,
Bowers.
we thought he was a statue outside of Ben's house.
Everybody just pictured Bowers in the mirror wearing that jacket, practicing that line.
Nice.
Rhyme and replace. Rhyme and replace.
I'm just saying, as a
Rhyme and
comic,
replace.
I appreciate the fewest amount of words you can make to say something. I feel rhyme and replace is the perfect way to explain this game. That's why I was so confident. But fuck you guys. If you want to call it Pun Ben and whatever you call it, what do we call it? That's a better game, I guess. Pun Ben, what do you call it? What do you call it? Nice work. Great writing,
Bowers,
boys.
you're
Let's go.
totally right. You totally shortened pun to rhyme and replace.
Yeah.
But we're not punning your name. That's not what we're doing. It's a different thing, right?
We kind of are punning, I think.
That's exactly what a pun is, Bowers.
This is why Bowers can't have kids. This is how he would talk to them. It's run and replace.
This is why Bowers can't have kids, because this is how he talks to women.
My mistake. My mistake. I heard pun. I thought you said bun. I thought we were talking about hot dog bun. This was completely my mistake, everybody. I'm so sorry.
That is terrifying.
That is disturbing.
What is that? Why is,
Wait.
Oh
why is
my
it on his
God.
face sometimes? That is a weird
Ben,
hot
try
dog.
to eat it as it comes by each time.
Oh my God.
You're killing
That is
it.
exactly what I wanted. Thank you.
That is a great Mary impression. Good job.
This is a Mary impression at a celebration party for the NBA Finals.
If you would have showed that enthusiasm with the Mario girl, you probably would have actually gotten somewhere.
Oh.
Yay, Mary.
I'll slide down
I
your
am completely
flagpole.
terrified
I'll slide
at
down your
Ben's search
flagpole.
history. Where did you get that stuff from? I feel like your search history could get you arrested.
Search history? No. But I will tell you that this is what Bowers wishes to see in heaven.
Mike, I feel like the items in your background could get you arrested. Rachel, what do we got for the game?
All right. So for the game, I'm going to read a few of the unpaid entries, and then starting with a live audience, they'll read theirs. I'll read some of the ones from you two. Mike and Mary, we will be voting. So a
Do we
favorite.
do ours or do we not get to do ours?
We do ours at the end. So after we
'Kay.
vote on their favorite. So
And then
these
how
are
does
some
this
of-
work again from last time? Does my vote like get weighted more because it's about me, or it's just still one vote?
It's still one vote.
It's Ben, what you do is you rhyme and you
Right.
replace.
Got it.
All right, let's go.
Bowers
So
did a Rachel Sassy face. Sorry.
This is why I can't get stuff, guys. This is why I can't believe in myself. Because every time I do, you fucking tear me down and say I'm stupid, and it's fucking hurting my feelings. Okay.
You're not good at soccer.
I'm also not good at soccer.
He is good at socks though, which is why he doesn't have any kids.
Did I fuck socks, Steve? That what you're saying?
What the fuck does that mean?
He thinks I fuck socks. That's what he's saying.
Yes.
I jerk off into socks. That's the joke. he was
Also,
making.
who stopped my video, you sons of bitches?
That's probably Spectrum.
I'm about to
You
stop all
probably
y'all's
Spectrum.
videos.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
sorry. Your mom-
Heller, take her powers away. She's drunk with power.
If you want just to be on, if
Let
you want just to
Queen
be on a video
Dimple
chat
talk.
with Zara, you can just FaceTime her later. Okay, you don't have to turn our video off.
All right, let's do some game entries.
Okay, so these are the unpaid entries that I like. So starting us off is Greg Murphy. When Ben Glebe meditates inside a circle of vintage ladies, he's Zen dweeb.
I like that one.
We also have Leedy Corbin. Ben is a priest. Amen Glebe. And then the last unpaid one that I like is with, oh my God, what the fuck, hey, thanks, bye, says, when he has an accident, get him some Depends Glebe. All right, let's go to our live audience. Jess.
My internet.
I had one from me and one from my husband. And his was a friend in need is a friend in Ben Glebe. And I couldn't stop thinking about your filters. So mine is mutagen dweeb. It's a really hard one to rhyme. And you saw on Facebook, I hated this game.
By the way,
It's stupid.
yeah,
You
so
can't write anything with-
Ben's internet just froze, and he just texted and said he doesn't want to miss the entries because he does want to be.
He's back.
Okay, he's already back.
What did I miss?
All of them.
All right, there you go, Jess.
I'm so bad at this. Now I have to do it twice.
To do it twice. Don't worry about it. We're-
Jordan had one for you, Ben. He said, a friend in need is a friend in Ben Glebe. Oh, I
That's
knew
what I-
you'd like that one. But
that's what I
mine,
told that girl,
couldn't
she
stop
didn't buy
thinking about- I couldn't stop thinking about your filters. So I came up with mutagen Glebe.
Very
It's
nice.
a big word, but you guys,
I
like,
will.
it's
I will
the-
Google that later.
Oh my God.
All right, let's go to Tam.
She has a sword.
Hey.
The theme of the show today, Burn Glebe.
Nice.
When the terrifying filter is on, 10 glebes.
Nice.
Brothers been done on level 3 glebe.
Nice.
Let's go to Sean Ehrlich.
I have, when Ben is sick, he's phlegm glebe.
Nice.
And if Ben were a children's toy, he'd be Ben Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
People swallow, but they don't fall down. I like that.
All right, Zara.
Okay, I got a bunch from me and Lola, but before we start, baby, I am so sorry. We hadn't labeled our thing, but look, you know that you own my ass like Steve owns hecklers, so we good.
Queen owns Zara.
Heard.
Now my basement is flooded.
I am so glad I did
Valerie,
this
you
show.
should get that looked at. Plumbing's different. Okay.
Guys, my basement just made this noise.
So entries. So Ben, when using the horse face filter, equestrian Ben Glebe. Collaboration with Lola. Ben trying to break the ice. Ben Gwyn Glebe. This is from Lola. Bending over backwards for those puns, Glebe.
I like it.
From my girl Lola again. After a visit from Spectrum, needs to vent Glebe.
Yeah. By the way, did you notice how right after I talk shit about Spectrum, my internet froze? That's impossible to be a coincidence. Impossible.
I've also got this diagram, Venn glebe. So we got Ben, master, improv genius, good as a sloth, and afraid of peacocks. That's
the Venn diagram.
That was amazing.
Two more. What his press secretary failed to do, Trend glebe.
But I did succeed at end glebe.
Thought you were my friend, Glebe.
On that note, one of the best things about 2020, despite it being a shit year, the friend glebe.
Oh,
so sweet.
That's so sweet. Thank you. That was really fun.
That's so great. All right, Frank or Abby, anybody else have one? Gus, yep, let's go to Gus.
Oh, I have, if Ben was a mad scientist, he'd be the human centiglebe.
Eat her!
And I do have, if he was a model, he'd be perfect 10 glebe.
The best one for sure.
Out of 100.
And he might not be president, but he's Councilman Glebe.
I had a similar. Mine was if Ben was twice as attractive, he'd be 10 glebe. But I get the point.
That was not the point, you bastard.
I liked Steve's soft roast there of like out of 100.
Thanks for pointing it out, Rachel.
I didn't intend for that to be soft. Which is also what Bauer says. Okay, who's next?
All right. These are the rest
Title
of
of my
entries.
autobiography.
So we've got Brian Silvka. When Ben sings hits by the Weather Girls, it's raining men glebe.
That's pretty good.
Dave Eisner had contest entry. Max Goldman.
Rhyme and replace, goddammit. Rhyme and replace. How did you not understand what you were talking about?
Isn't that from a reference from the Birdcage? Max Goldman?
I don't know. I also just realized, even though rhyme and replace has a great ring to it, it really should be replace and rhyme.
All right.
How you gonna know what to rhyme until if you replace it already? You won't know what to rhyme. You gotta have to rhyme first.
Oh,
and then
okay,
you
okay,
replace it.
okay. You're right.
It's a
You're right.
process.
I take it back. I take it back.
All right. We've got Jeremy Day. Becomes an anatomically correct doll and marries Barbie. Ken Glebe.
Whoa, anatomically incorrect or correct? What did he just say? Incorrect. Okay. Sure.
I was too focused on anatomically.
Making sure. On Ben's behalf.
I'm just glad you weren't implying that having no penis would be an improvement for me. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Just making sure as to whether or not he's saying you have none or that you're Magnum Glebe.
All right. Ryan Morin. If someone is old enough to remember racing home from school to watch TRL, is, quote, too old to drink tequila anymore, and thinks being the host of a game show on a cable network is a big deal, then they must be a part of Gen Glebe.
Jen Glebe.
Jen Glebe. God
Jen
damn it.
Glebe.
Oh my God! You said Gen.
By the way, I know a lot of people who watch this show. I know a lot of people who watch this show are in Gen X, and there's also people. There are also people who are millennials. And I just want to say that the Venn diagram of the I can't keep going. That was fucking. Gen Glebe.
How did you get anatomically right and then messed up on Glenn?
I still don't even get that one.
Your generation glebe. That's the whole.
Damn
Do you
it.
really
He's
love
saying that
me?
if you're the right age group, you're generation glebe. That's
Yeah,
what.
Got
That's
it,
what,
got it,
I
got it.
know what it meant.
I misspoke. It's your generation glebe.
That's even worse. That's even worse than Rachel knew what it meant and didn't say it.
Hey, can we now call him Ben Glebe from now on?
This means there have been many times in Rachel's life where she's been like, I'm a Gen Xer.
All right, let's keep this going. This is fun. Ingo had when Ben multiplies, he's 10 glebe.
Nice.
Nice.
Amanasala, when glebe stretches for jokes, he's bend glebe.
And you're welcome.
Amanasala, when explaining why his puns worked, he's overextend glebe. Lola, I don't know if Zara read this one. Bending over backwards for those puns, glebe. Yeah, okay. I don't watch the show, sorry. Jeremy Day takes a trip with Doctor Who. When, glebe? Ingo, when Ben Glebe is late, he's when glebe.
Nice.
Jeremy Day also had, in the middle of a diagram, Ven glebe.
Nice.
Amanasala, when Carmel comes to her senses like Courtney Hansen did, he'll be ex-boyfriend glebe.
Oh, shit.
Ouch.
It didn't even rhyme.
But if that, God forbid, ever happened, you know I'm going to be hitting up Rodman. That's a fact.
All right. We also had Neil Senior TV had, he doesn't like to pay full price, Ben cheap.
I guess.
He's smoking a cigar, Den glebe. And then last one from Neil is, he's kind of dumb but also lays eggs, hen dweeb.
Also lays eggs.
And then the last one, oh wait, no, we got two more. Tasha Whitman, he's a scholarly fellow, Ben Tweed. And then we had a last one from Zara, Ben cosplaying for Carmel, Elvin glebe.
Everyone's a
those
big
are all
Lord
of
of the
them.
Rings fan.
Yes.
I don't know. Not much.
All right, so let's vote. I will vote first. I liked a lot of them. I liked the Weebles Wobble one was funny. The Raining Men was funny, but I'm going to go with Zara's Venn glebe with the Venn diagram. There's no way you beat that with visual aids. Nice work. That's what I'm voting for. Mike, which one did you like?
The anatomically king glebe. That was incredible.
Cool. Mary.
I'm also gonna go with Ven Glebe, but I do want to give the honorable mention to Human Centiglebe. I really like that one a lot.
All right, Rachel.
Honorable mention to overextend glebe and it's raining men glebe, but I gotta go with Zara's Ven glebe.
All right, we'll have Steve vote before Ben this time. Steve.
I gotta go. I enjoyed a lot of them. I enjoyed Phlegm glebe. I enjoyed Raining Men glebe. But I cannot beat the Venn diagram. That was
so funny. Such great entries. Thank you, everybody. I loved Human Centiglebe. Really funny. I loved Bending Over Backwards for Puns Glebe, and the other one, Bend Glebe for puns, but Venn diagram for sure was pretty amazing. It made me pull my camera out and take a pic, so that was pretty damn good.
Nice. Very cool. So Zara wins. Nice job, Zara. All right. Mary, do you have any?
I just had two. One, if Ben actually needed magnums, he would be 10 Glebe. And Ben, if he ever loses his job on idiot test, Ben Plebe.
We have not done new episodes since 2017.
Well, I only watch Game Show Network, so there you go.
Mike, you got any?
I actually suck at these. I said Mary knows the exact Rodman Ben Glebe.
Benz.
There you go. All right, Rachel, you got any?
I don't.
I already used my one, calling him a 5. I already used that one. Steven, Ben, do you guys have a bunch? Or
Thanks so much for reminding us about that one there about I only have 2 because I didn't want to write a lot about myself, but I do have. If I were the exact opposite of Mike Paramore, I would be Ben Sleeve.
Would be Sleeve Hofstetter.
That's right. And if you look back to my best self from our 50th episode, it's Ben Steve.
Well, I only have 9.
all right.
All
We're
right.
going to vote on Steve's best one in the YouTube chat, so just he's the only one playing today.
This time
All
the
right.
vote is on my YouTube. It's on my
Let's
YouTube.
just do it on my Twitter. I have like 8 people on my Twitter, too. Let's just do it on my Twitter.
Here we go. When Ben has a successful rap career with more than just one track on a comedy album, he's Eminem Glebe.
Nice.
When he strikes out with Mary, he's Rodman Glebe. When he's Norwegian, he's Sven Glebe. When he gets a bit spicy, he's Cayenne Glebe. When he hits the same joke over and over, he's again Glebe. When he gets sliced and diced, he's Julienne Glebe. When he swears to protect the realm, he's Brienne Glebe. Only for a few people, but it's worth it.
Whatever.
You're still talking about Ben?
Yeah. When he is technically an Ivy League graduate, but is he really an Ivy League graduate? He's Ken Glebe.
Wow, what a fucking dorky burn. That's fucking what an elite burn you have there. Fucking
All right. And when he actually has a career in TV and then politics, he's Cal Penn Glebe.
That one hurt the most, Steve. You had to end on that one that hurt the most. Huh? The only one that hurt at all, right there.
Sven Glebe. I can go back to Sven Glebe. That
Sven Glebe was a lot of
silly
fun.
one.
Oh, that was fun.
I love a guy who went to Columbia talking shit about Penn. That's fucking hilarious. Like, you're not Harvard. You're not
I
Harvard.
love the guy who went to Ball State talking shit about either.
No, I would never fucking talk any shit about what college I went to. I'm just saying, like, to say they're not.
School has
Ivy League.
ball in its name.
I know. I went to dude. I took the SAT and went to a college that took 400 points less than I got because I didn't want to study. So I went for 4 years. It was awesome.
They took people with a 500?
No, they took people with like a fucking 1,200, dude.
No joke. I applied to Penn University, but because I thought maybe that was the only Ivy League I had a chance to get into, and I was always a procrastinator, and so I left the last hour and a half before the postmark deadline to write the essay for Penn for an Ivy League school to get in, and I opened the application for the first time an hour and a half before, and there's 3 essays. So I wrote one for about 45 minutes, one for about 30 minutes, and I had 12 minutes left to write an essay for an Ivy League school. And the question was, what makes you a particular unique match with Penn? And I swear to God, I thought about it for 5 seconds, and I wrote a 2-sentence essay that said, "My name is Ben, your name is Penn."
Rhyme and replace.
Rhyme and replace.
And when they opened up your application, they were like, "This rhymes. Let's replace him."
Why did you say I swear to God like we wouldn't believe that?
It's like, you'll never get this. You'll never guess. I was late. I know, it's super ridiculous.
You say that for the Drake ping pong story, but for this one, I wanted to make sure you believed it.
Yeah.
Well, that story makes me feel better about your behavior that it's not personal. I've been taking this
Not
all personal.
personal.
You've been late since fucking Penn.
My whole life. And also, it's funny ones in the comments here. Taylor said 420 Ben Weed. And Zara wrote, Steve just tried to offend Glebe.
We had a couple more on YouTube as well pop up. We had Dave Eisner, if he were a rabbi, he'd be Amen Glebe. And then Brandon Harold, when Ben talks to women, he's Harvey Ween Glebe.
Jeez.
A good one, Amina Sala, he said that girl Ben hooked up with is now a lesbian Glebe.
Count it, bucket. Count that.
I wish.
Can I revote? I want to revote.
Mike, what do you live in Florida? No.
Has been declared it can only go to Supreme Court for 9 torturous weeks. That's all we can do.
Florida, where they're hanging chads. Okay, cool. Let's go. We did it. I think we did it, right? Where you go? Let's figure out where to find people. Mike, where do we find you out in the world?
I am on Instagram mostly at Mike Paramore Jr. Please hit me up on Instagram. I also have a show that streams live every Tuesday on Dry Bar Comedy Facebook page called Let's Be Honest with Mike Paramore. Check out my live stream every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then follow me on Instagram at Mike Paramore Jr.
Very cool, man. Appreciate you being here. We'll see you next
You
time.
can also follow his alt account, Sleeves McKenzie.
Cool. Mary, where do we find you at?
You guys can check me out on Instagram. It's just at Mary Santora Comedy. That's where I do most of my promotion and fun stuff like that. And then I'm on Twitter, Mary_Santora. I'm also on a radio show in Cleveland. You can get it anywhere for free on the iHeartRadio app. It's called The Alan Cox Show. So I'm a co-host on that if you guys are interested in any of it. And I like that you guys are giving me shit about the Rodman thing, but I don't have anything to say about it. So thank you. Appreciate it.
Nice.
When Mary says she didn't fuck Rodman, it's pretend Glebe.
All right. Okay.
She popped her camera off and say fuck off. That was great. That was cool. All right, awesome. Audience, yet again, you were amazing. Thank you so much. We will see you on Friday. You guys are great again. Zara loved that diagram board. That was great. So you guys are awesome.
Zara.
We'll see you guys on Friday. Thanks so much. Rachel, anything to catch up on before we get out of here?
We do. Yeah, we have a few things. So Brandon Harold tipped the show $2 and said, Steve, I don't own that club. Big fan, though. I love watching you shred hecklers.
Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate it. And I'll try to do a show near you when this ends in 3 years.
And
Did we lose
then
Ben?
Ulster.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure he's got something planned, Glebe. What?
He's not in the gallery. I don't see him. Anyway.
He'll come back. All
All right.
He always does. Except in the sound check.
You said that so angrily. He always does. Like, that was so, like, under your breath.
Always comes back. Altair tipped the show $100 and said, I wasn't trying to be mean. I feel his pain. Liberal atheist in the South.
All right.
We appreciate that, by the way. Thank you for the apology. And anytime anybody wants to say something mean to us that doesn't actually hurt our feelings and then later give us $100 for it, we're totally okay.
Yes.
My internet cut out again. That was me. I'm back in on my phone.
Well, we're about to end, so just hang out for a second, and it'll be all you, buddy. We caught up, Rach?
So we also had Fabricia tip the show $10. You guys are hilarious. Mary did fucking kill. I was ugly laughing the entire time. And
Nice.
then Zara $5. Guys. Ivy League D swinging. You'd all pass my law course, but only one of you would top me. It's me. It's me. She meant me.
So you're the curve in her class, is what you're saying. Okay, nice.
And with
Awesome.
that, I'm out. See you
All
guys.
right. See you, Rach. Her grandparents are octogenarians. Okay. That was a fun show. I had a good time. We will see you guys on Friday.
As for me, tomorrow, check out my show at Nowhere Comedy Club. We're nearing 200 tickets sold. Let's break 200. It should be a hell of a lot of fun. Daniel Muggleton is opening for me. So if you've enjoyed the videos that we've done together or the Ask Us Anything shows, come see his stand-up. And then also we're going to do a Q&A at the end of it. So please check that out. And with that, my part of the show has come to an end, Glebe.
Sorry, I missed the plug part, but let me just say that I have my show also tomorrow night after Steve's at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. You're the game show. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I was just saying it's 6:30 p.m. Glebe.
6:30 p.m. Glebe. Yes, correct. You're the game show. If you get a ticket, you're a contestant. You can win cash and gift cards. So check that out. I am the game show now, dog, as Taylor just pointed out in the chat. And so get tickets to that. And then in 1 week, next Friday is Glebe Off the Top as well. So check that out. Thank you so much. And this has been a lot of fun. I'm now going to Ben Glebe.
What's in the office?
That was a good one. My goodness. Henry, I'm just gonna get the stuff for the usual post show.
It's a beautiful day in Ben's neighborhood. A beautiful day.
Where is my goddamn sword? Where is my sword?